Hi, welcomes everyone for the lecture 11 of a module lateral load distribution edge per torsional provision of a subject wind and seismic analysis. So, in this lecture, the outline of the module on lateral load distribution edge per torsional provision means if a floor plan or a building floor plan is having the center of mass and center of rigidity at different point, then such type of floor will experiencing a torsional moment because of the eccentricity in the either x direction or in the y direction. So such type of structure, that how the lateral load is distributed as per the torsional provision. So in this, the outline of module on which we have studied that location of how to find the location of center of mass and center of rigidity, because first we have to know that what is the location of center of mass and center of rigidity. If both are lies at the same point, then the building will not experience any torsional movement, and if the center of mass and center of rigidity are lying at a different point, then it will experience a eccentricity, and due to that eccentricity the building will experiencing a torsional movement. So before going to discuss about the how the lateral load distributed as per torsional provision, we need to find out the center of mass and center of rigidity. So to find out the center of mass and center of rigidity, I have taken an example which is shown in this tutorial view. If a floor plan is 20 meter by 8 meter, in which a small rectangular that you can see at here is having 10 meter by 4 meter, is subjected to a dead load of 1200 kg per meter square, and rest of the floor plan is subjected to a dead load of 1000 kg per meter square. So in which where the point at which center of mass will be located, that we need to find. So how the center of mass will be finding out? So first I'll divided this whole structure into three different parts, which is part 1, part 2 and part 3. Part 1 is subjected to a 1200 kg per meter square, and part 2 obviously subjected to a 1000 kg per meter square, and part 3 is 1000 kg per meter square. Why I am dividing this whole structure into a three part? Because due to unsymmetry. So I have divided this whole floor plan into a three rectangulars, so that it will be easy as to locate the its center of gravity, and we can calculate the center of mass. So from where I have taken a point which is mentioning at here and having a coordinate 0 0. So from this point I locate the center of mass, at which point center of mass will be located, and the coordinate of center of mass. So I am taking a coordinate at this point 0 0. So from this point I'll find out the coordinates of center of mass. So how to find the center of mass? If I need to find out in the x direction, then it will be given by m1 x1 plus m2 x2 plus m3 x3. As I have divided the whole floor plan into three parts, then I have taken it here each m1 x1 plus m2 x2 plus m3 x3 divided by m1 plus m2 plus m3. It is as similar as you have studied in how to find the center of gravity of the structures. And if we need to find in a y direction, then it will be given by m1 y1 plus m2 y2 plus m3 y3 divided by m1 plus m2 plus m3. And what is x1 x2 x3 and y1 y2 y3 are the center of gravity or center of mass of that particular region which I have divided. So if I am talking about of one part, then the x1 is the center of mass of figure 1, and x2 is the center of mass of figure 2, and x3 is the center of mass of figure 3 from this point 0 0. and M1, M2, M3 are the loads, total dead loads which are given on the structures. So first we need to find out the x1, x2, x3, y1, y2, y3. So for particular this one region or one diagram, the x1 will be 5 meter because it's in a x direction, its length is 10 meter and it's a rectangular part, so the x1 will be given as 5 meter, 10 by 2, so it is a 5 meter. For figure number 2, x2 is given by 15 meter because total length of the floor is 20 meter and out of which 10 meter is the figure 1 length, so that 10 meter plus rest 10 meter by 2, so it's a 15 meter in the x2, and x3 will be 20 by 2, it means it's a 10 meter. So x1, x2, x3 are known, which are 5 meter, 15 meter and 10 meter. Now y1, y2, y3. So for figure 1, y1 is given by 6 meter because total length of that figure is, total width of that figure is 8 meter, out of which 4 meter is this width, and the CG of that floor plan is 4 by 2. So it's a 4 plus 2 is 6 meter. So that y1 is also equal to a y2 because we are taking the y1 and y2 from this particular point, and the in a y direction the CG of that both the plans are same, so y1 and y2 will be equal to 6 meter and y1 and y2 will be equal to 6 meter. And what is y3? Y3 will be equal to 2 meter because it's a 4 meter width, so 4 meter divided by 2, so it will be equal to 2 meter. So as we have already find out the x1, x2, x3, y1, y2, y3, so put these value into this equations m1. So if m1 is the total dead load of that particular floor plan, so in the terms of figure 1, the total dead load will be equal to 10 meter by 4 meter its area, and that area is multiplied by its load intensity. So the total load on floor 1 will be equal to 10 by 4 multiplied by 1200. Similarly for figure 2 is given by its floor area is 10 into 4 meter and the intensity of load is 1000 kg per meter square. So the total dead load on the floor 2 is 10 into 4 into 1000, and similarly for floor 3 is its length is 20 meter, so total area of that floor 3 is 20 into 4 and that will be multiplied by load intensity, which is 1000 kg per meter square. So which I have put it here, that the total load of floor 1 is 10 into 4 into 1200 and its CG in x direction is 5 meter. Similarly m2 is 10 into 4 into 1000 and its CG in the x2 which is 15 meter, and m3 will be equal to 20 into 4 into 1000 and its CG is 10 meter, and after dividing it by total load, so the value of x1 will be finding out as 9.76 meter. Now in the y direction, center of mass in the y direction is m1 y1 plus m2 y2 plus m3 y3 divided by summation of total weight. So the mass are same as in the x direction, so 10 into 4 into 1200, but its CG in a y direction is of floor 1 is 6 meter, of floor 2 is also 6 meter, and of floor 3 is 2 meter. So putting the y1, y2, y3 value at here and dividing it by total weight of the floor, and after calculating all the values, then the y value will be finding out at 4.1 meter, and that will be represented at here, so that the center of mass will be located at about this point, because this is a total 10 meter, this is total 10 meter, so it will be located at this point 9.76, and this is a 4 meter, so 4.1 meter, so this is the location of center of mass. Similarly we can find out the center of rigidity. If we need to find out the center of rigidity of this floor plan, in this you can see the 4 shear walls are located at different point. So wall A is having a stiffness is K1. Center of rigidity is also called a center of stiffness, so don't be confused. So wall A is having a stiffness is K1, wall B is having a stiffness is K2, wall C is having a stiffness is K3, and wall D is having a stiffness is K4. So to find out this center of mass or center of rigidity or center of stiffness of that building, of this floor plan, how to calculate? So as I already discussed that initially we have decide from where or from which point we need to find out the center of rigidity. So I have mentioned it here. From this point the coordinates are 0, 0. So from this point we can locate the center of rigidity coordinates. Center of rigidity also given by K1 x1 plus K2 x2 plus K3 x3 divided by K1 plus K2 plus K3, where K1, K2, K3 are the stiffness of the wall, and x1, x2, x3 are the center of stiffness of that particular walls. Similarly, y1, y2, y3 are the stiffness center of stiffness of the particular wall in the y direction, and K1, K2, K3 are the stiffness in the stiffness of the walls. So K1, K2, K3, K4 are also given in a question, and we need to find out the center of stiffness of the particular wall in the x direction and center of stiffness of the particular walls in the y direction. So if I am talking about in x direction, so for wall A, the center of stiffness in the x direction will be equal to 0 because it is located at this point. So the center of stiffness of wall A is x1 will be equal to 0. So and for wall 2, wall B, for wall B the center of stiffness will be equal to the center of stiffness will be equal to 16 meter, and it is located at the far end of the floor. So x1 will be equal to 0 and x2 will be equal to 16 meter. Now x3 and x4. So for wall C and wall D, the center of stiffness is same, each of 6 meter, because that are located from this point to 2 meter distance and having a length of 4 meters. So 4 meter is divided by 2, so it's a 2 meter plus 2 meter, it's a 4 meter, sorry, it's a wrongly placed, it's a 4 meter distance. And now at here in the, if we are talking about in the y direction, so in the y direction it's a 4 meter, and if we, in the y direction the wall A is having a center of stiffness is 4 meter because it is located at a center of this floor plan. So 2 meter at this distance and 4 by 2, so 2 meter, 2 plus 2 is 4 meter in the y direction. So y1 and y2 both are same, so y1, y2 are 4 meter, and y3 will be equal to 8 meter because it is located at the farmost point of this floor plan in the y direction. So y3 will be equal to 8 meter and y4 will be equal to 0 because it is located at this point. Now putting all the values, and here I have taken all the walls are having if all the walls are having the same stiffness, which is K1 equal to K2 equal to K3 equal to K4 equal to K. All the walls are having a same stiffness, which is K. Then the values are putting it here, K1 into x1. So x1 will be equal to 0, K2 into x2 will be equal to 16 meter, x3 is 4, x4 is 4. So K1 x1, K2 x2, K3 x3, K4 x4 divided by K1 plus K2 plus K3 plus K4, summation of all the stiffness, and it will finding out as x is equal to 6.0 meter. Similarly in the y direction, k1 y1 plus k2 y2 plus k3 y3 plus k4 y4 divided by k1 plus k2 plus k3 plus k4. So in the y direction, the wall A is having a center of stiffness is 4 meter. Similarly, wall B is having also a stiffness of 4 meter, and wall C is having a stiffness, center of stiffness is 8 meter about, and wall D is having a stiffness at 0. So dividing it by summation of all the stiffness, and the value of y is finding out is 4.0 meter. So these are the coordinates of that particular points, which is located at this point 6 meter, 6 and 0.4 from this particular point. So by doing this, we can find out the location of center of rigidity. Thank you.